A news coming in, this is related to the Rafales. It seems that decks have been cleared for India's Rafale buy. Defence Acquisition Council, or the DAC, has cleared the Rafale procurement. Now, sources are telling India Today that the Defence Acquisition Council, chaired by the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, has approved the procurement of Rafale fighter jets, marking a major boost to the Indian Air Force's combat capability and modernization plans. Remember, recently only the Vice Chief of the Air Force had mentioned that this is the hero of Operation Sindoor, the Rafale, and that they are looking at expanding their capacity in terms of fighter jets. And Rafale seems to be a right fit. And also importantly, the French President Macron is set to visit India very soon. So what kind of a signal will this approval send to the President of France? This will be important. So as we get this news, sources are telling us the DAC has approved this deal. So will that mean that India's fighter jet arsenal will expand with Rafales coming in? There is a massive deal that has been signed between India and France, which also requires some transfer of technology and some indigenization and manufacturing in India, which is key to India's Make in India effort. And in the midst of all this, we are learning that the Defence Acquisition Council, or the DAC, has cleared Rafale procurement. Sources are telling India Today that Defence Acquisition Council, which is chaired by the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, has approved the procurement of Rafale fighter jets. Now, this is going to mark a major boost to India's Air Force combat capability. Joining us right now is India Today's Shivani Sharma. Shivani, do tell us, what does this approval mean? Okay, we'll try and connect with Shivani and try and understand what does this really mean for India and for France as well. Remember, there is a visit scheduled of the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, to India, and this approval comes right before that. This could be sending a signal, a message to France ahead of this visit. Now, a clearance for Rafale procurement clearly underlines India's strategic trust in France, and it also sets a positive tone for the President in India and when he comes to India and when he holds talks with India. Joining us now is India Today's Shivani Sharma. Shivani, do try and explain to us the importance of this approval.
Anjali, this is extremely important in terms of adding more strength to the fighters in the Indian Air Force, and this approval for necessity has been granted by the DAC today, and this is for 114 Rafales. Very important points I would like to make out here. The sources have told us this is not just about 114 Rafales, but it is about the Make in India. This would be a G2G deal where around 40 to 50% will be the IC. There will be full authority to make in India and integrate the weapon systems into Rafale. So this is important to understand out here, that this would be a big deal which will now move forward. And the timing is important because the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, will be in India from 17th to 19th of February. So when he comes here, it is being told by the sources that the deal would be moving ahead for discussion. And in the coming months, the deal will be cracked so that Indian Air Force gets 114 new Rafales. One more important thing is that 6 P8Is have also been given approval in this DAC today that was chaired by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Anjali. And India today has been breaking all these updates with all the inputs about the Rafale deal. Yesterday, the Vice Chief of Air Staff had given us a hint that yes, Rafale is the buzzword and Indian Air Force is wanting to induct new aircraft. So this is now about breaking this news that DAC has given approval to the Rafales.
Thank you very much, Shivani, for all those details.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.